episode of Maggie's Christmas dishes, right? This time we're going to be making a pimento crusted fish, and of course I'm your host Kaci. And like we said, December, whatever you celebrate, whether it's Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, we all eat. That's something that we can all have in common here. So we're just trying to create different dishes that you can bring to your table with your family or just by yourself. So this pimento crusted fish, super easy and delicious. We have our seasoned breadcrumbs. If you have no seasoned breadcrumbs, you can have your plain breadcrumbs and add some Maggi all-purpose to it. There you go, it's seasoned. And we're gonna add thyme leaves, crushed pimento, and we're going to mix that up in our breadcrumbs. Before we get there though, we're going to add our Maggi season up fish seasoning to our basa. You can use any fish fillet that you have, but we're gonna be using basa today, and it's super affordable. Add your entire packet of the Maggi seasoning to the fish, and we're just going to ensure that we mix this all up. We're going to mix this all up, put on our gloves, because you know we ain't messing up these nails for nothing, honey, nothing. We're going to mix this all up, ensure and everything is coated with the Maggi seasoning, which is perfect. It has everything you need in there for the fish itself, so you don't even have to worry about adding anything extra. Once you mix this all up, we're going to put this to the side. Oops. We're going to put this to the side, mix up our breadcrumbs, and then stir our fish in some vegetable oil. So let's mix up our breadcrumbs. Like I said, seasoned breadcrumbs. We have our ground pimento, thyme leaves. You do not have to have seasoned breadcrumbs. If you do not, just use your plain breadcrumbs, add a little bit of Maggi all-purpose. It's seasoned. All right, so we're gonna put all of our thyme leaves in there, all of the pimento in there, which is gonna add so much beautiful flavors and depth. We're gonna mix this up, and let's meet me over by the pot. All right, our pot is nice and hot and ready. We're about to add our basa fillets to it, and we're just using some vegetable oil. And we're going to ensure that both of them get a nice brown on each side. Already smells so good. Just ensuring that we get a nice color on that side, and after that, we're gonna flip it over and add our breadcrumbs on top and take it out, and that's your meal. Now, if you want more of a crispy crunch, you can of course bread this yourself. You're just gonna have an egg wash, dip it in the egg wash, and dip it in the breadcrumbs, and you stir that in the same vegetable oil. It'll be just as delicious. Now that we've flipped our fish, yes, it got stuck to the bottom. Don't freak out about it. Everything is still gonna be fine. We're gonna sprinkle some of our breadcrumb mixture on top, as much as your heart desires. Put it on top, just to add a little texture to our dish. Gonna do both of them. We're just waiting for the other side to get a nice brown on it. But like I said, guys, nothing ever happens perfectly in the kitchen. Sometimes just go with the flow. Trust the process, you'll be fine. That's your fish. You're gonna put it on a paper towel to drain off the excess oil. Then add your remaining fillets. And we're ready. Wasn't that quick? Wasn't that easy? I mean, how can you trust a chef if they don't try their own food, right? So let's test out how our fish is. Looks great. Ooh, the pimento is really beautiful. Okay, all right, let's test it. So good. The pimento, the thyme, the breadcrumbs really add a nice texture to it. The fish, oh, it's perfect. This piece obviously doesn't want me to eat it, but it's so good. If you guys make this, tag us. I hope you guys enjoy your December to your heart's content, whether it's with your loved ones. I hope you can find time to find the joy. All right, have a great one.